What's going on, YouTube? We are back with episode 90 of this Genshin Impact playthrough. We're on Eula's story quest, and our next directive is to go to Dragonspine. I think we're going to head off that direction and see what she has in store. Testing our bearing is what she had mentioned last time, so I guess we head here.
Once the snow is thick enough, we can eat it.
Eating snow, Zhao? What is this here? Where's Eula? Oh, there you are.
It's so cold. Does aristocrat training really need to be done here?
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant even amidst harsh conditions. For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse. But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their elegance fully intact.
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventuring.
Yeah, kinda seems like it.
Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake.
Yeah, I'm used to this kind of challenge.
Uh-huh. This is where you can finally apply some of your adventuring knowledge.
You look pretty confident this time. All right, let's get started. Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air. That would be most unsightly.
Alright, reach the objective without being launched or taking damage.
Gather.
Step 1. Do we just like run across here, I guess? Let's put a shield back
That
on.
won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings.
What?
No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again.
So we botched the first attempt. Second attempt underway. Wait, what? Oh. Guess we have to talk to Eula again?
It'll be difficult at first, but the key is to remain patient. Let's try again. Remember, you must be elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air.
We weren't really launched, we just took some damage before my shield could come up.
Boring.
Alright, we made it through, I think, didn't we?
Stabilize.
Wait, where do we have to go? Oh, there's this little thing. Oh, there's like little keys we have to pick up along the way.
Stabilize.
Okay.
Not bad. A lot better than I had anticipated, at least.
Paimon almost didn't make it through. Whew. Good thing we didn't get stuck. So, are we aristocrats now?
Don't flatter yourselves. We've only just begun. This scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a chance to stop and evaluate the situation. There's a ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract nearby monsters. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle.
No wonder you are so skilled.
My family set only the highest expectations for me, even as a child. Let's proceed, shall we?
Alright, go to the training location and activate the ley line monolith. Here we go.
This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
Why frozen? Uh-oh.
Crumble!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Alright.
Stabilize!
Tidal whip. Shouldn't let your guard down.
This is order.
Nice.
Well done. Your performance was most impressive. And you managed to remain calm even in these grueling Dragonspine surroundings. I'm starting to wonder if even I could have done the same. Given such an outstanding performance, it seems there is little left for me to teach you.
Like Paimon said, adventuring is our specialty. So, that's it for our training, right? Then let's get out of Dragonspine before Paimon turns into a popsicle.
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand, seem to have made no progress at all.
What? You mean Paimon was also part of the training?
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight at all. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Maybe that's just Paimon's style.
Hey! That's not true! Paimon was just focusing on you the whole time!
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps. Now, drink this.
Huh? What is it? Are you trying to poison Paimon?
Certainly not. It's warm milk. Didn't you just say that you were freezing? Drink it and it'll help warm you up.
Oh, thank you. Are you still planning on the whole vengeance thing?
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance now, wouldn't it?
A Paimon popsicle.
So, dear friend, don't die on me out here.
Paimon knew something was off.
Thank you for looking after Paimon.
All in the name of vengeance. No need to thank me. Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mondstadt. Our last step will be preparing a cordial gift to present to my uncle when you meet him. I already have something in mind. Let's pay Sarah a visit at Good Hunter.
Alright, we have to go back to Mondstadt, so let's teleport. Hey, Amber's here.
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight. We meet again, Amber. Seems we're just bound to run into you these days. Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why don't we all eat together?
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's gift while we eat.
Yes? Is there something else you'd like to order?
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? We'll take it as a gift to him later.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house. You know, to contrast all the meat dishes.
That's awfully nice, Sarah.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization. Mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a free salad?
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am. Well then, please wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle started.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will pay for this.
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Hyman's never even heard that dish before.
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish. The old aristocrats seem to take a liking to it.
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular over time. Eula treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite. I've nicknamed it gebratenes Fleisch mit Vengeance ever since. Ugh.
It's a good name, Amber.
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for transgression.
Huh? So even Amber doesn't escape your vengeance?
Of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does.
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand you. Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is. It's nothing you should take too seriously.
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression committed against me. Ugh, it's no wonder so many people dislike you.
Paimon's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
Well, no?
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's impossible for me, and I have no intention of acting like a good person. All right, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on, let's eat. The food is getting cold.
Oh, I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the upper hand this time. All right, next you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there when there's nothing else to do.
Aren't you coming with us, Eula?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better if you two went alone. Ah, yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish from Sarah.
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness. Well, until next time.
Let's meet again. What an interesting bunch you are.
Alright, we have to get this sauerkraut dish.
Here, the gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut is ready to go. Be sure to eat it while it's hot, otherwise the flavor will be spoiled. And by the way, don't worry too much when Eula says strange things. She's actually a very good person.
Paimon's been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying to speak with the others in Mondstadt earlier. But she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber just now. What's up with that?
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bearing the Lawrence name. They are unable to see past her family, therefore they don't actually see Eula for herself. So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing. It essentially strips the meaning of anything she tries to accomplish.
So that's what she meant when she said it was hard for a bad person to try to be good?
How come you're able to see Eula differently then?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused quite an uproar. Many people signed a petition demanding that the Knights reverse their decision. At the same time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the entrance of the Knights of Favonius headquarters, clamoring for Eula to give an explanation.
Whoa, so both sides were unhappy.
That's right. So you can imagine how determined Eula must have been under such circumstances. But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, they were able to quell the unrest. Tensions still remain beneath the surface, I'm afraid. In the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius, and in the eyes of the Lawrence clan, she's a disgrace to her family. But she simply fulfills her duty as a knight, silently helping one person after another, myself included. People like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. She could stand to be treated a little more fairly.
It's good that you're able to understand her.
I believe a day will come when things will get better.
Once everything's settled, we should go talk to Eula again. Paimon thinks we know how to communicate with her now.
I'm glad. I think that would make her very happy, though she might not ever admit it. Take care. Please come again.
Ooh, we got a little package. Head towards Springvale and look for Schubert. Okay, it looks like Schubert's up here. Let's teleport. Looks like he's right up over this ridge. There he is. Chilling with his tent.
The tent seems to be pretty tattered, but there's a really fancy chair. Could this be another aristocratic custom?
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two.
Please, if I may be so bold as to say a few humble words.
A few humble words, huh? Yes, that sounds appropriate enough. Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll overlook your previous misconduct for now and listen to what you have to say.
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
It is an honor to stand before you here, immersed in your supreme brilliance.
It appears I have misjudged you. Supreme brilliance. The glory of the nobility that continues to this day. A true loyalist. Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility. It appears you have become well-versed in our etiquette.
Oh, so he was testing us. Sheesh, what an ordeal.
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a short time is practically unfathomable. If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech?
I refined my conduct with some instruction in the classics, courtesy of a dear friend.
Ah, good. Very good. You are bright, and compared with the common folk of Mondstadt, you certainly have potential. If you were of aristocratic blood, your prospects would be promising indeed.
By the way, we brought a gift. Ahem. Paimon means we would like to present you with a small token of our goodwill.
Could this be? Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. As a young person nowadays, only with no small effort could you achieve such a dish. It's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty... I beg your pardon. What I mean to say is, since it's nearly mealtime, I shall partake. Ah, yes, this aroma, just as I remember it, and this exquisite sour flavor. A delicacy that only us noblemen and women could appreciate.
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder what it tastes like.
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must certainly imply that you come bearing a request.
It seems there's word that the Lawrence family has a grand scheme of sorts.
Wait, so you've come to know of this, too? It was meant to be a family secret.
I wish to lend you a helping hand.
Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual fortitude. I'm willing to place my full trust in you. Please, come with me. We happen to be in need of competent fellows like yourself.
Where are we going?
To see some friends from a distant land. They have offered their assistance in restoring the Lawrence clan to its former glory.
process solely based on your etiquette.
I think we need to be careful.
Well then, let's get going, shall we? You'll understand everything in due course.
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
So we need to meet his friends. This is going to be interesting, I assume. Where did he go? Down here? Oh yeah. Alright, in we go. Behind enemy lines. Here's the team.
Huh? Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden?
It is only proper for aristocrats to wear a mask.
Even if they are powerful, our status is much higher than theirs in the land of Mondstadt. And therefore, we shouldn't allow them to admire our true faces so easily. I see.
Good thinking. Paimon thought for sure they'd recognize us.
Let's proceed, shall we? I'll introduce you as my guest. As you'll see in a moment, there are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
Sorry, can we walk any faster?
Of course not. An aristocrat always moves with grace in his steps. Moving hurriedly is unacceptable.
As expected, it's the Fatui!
As expected?
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Huh. Nothing more than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are favorable business.
Hold it right there! Who's this?
If you really must know, they're my guests. If you happen to offend them in even the slightest, then you will be held accountable by the Lawrence clan.
But this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must exercise caution.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman? I don't have time for this. Make way.
No need to sound all high and mighty like that. Fine. You may proceed.
We did it.
Good thing you're with us. They don't dare to question you.
Of course. That is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye. Huh. And such glory will return to me again before long.
Where have I seen this person before? And who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just anyone in here.
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy. You have the word of the Lawrence clan.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise to bring in an outsider at this time. Furthermore, there's been word that an outlander who joined the Knights of Favonius has been very active in Mondstadt recently.
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed in the etiquette of the nobility. I must treat them with the proper mutual respect. The Knights of Favonius pay no regard to such details. They could never understand the intricacies of our etiquette.
And what about this thing?
You mean Paimon?
Enough! You dare question my word? Need I remind you who it is who has made your activity in Mondstadt possible? Without the support of the Lawrence clan, you would have all been driven out by the Knights of Favonius like dogs. You must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my friend. You've offended their honor.
Fine. I'll take your word and make no further inquiries. Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses as promised?
Oh, so that's what's going on here.
Yes, of course. Here it is.
Let me see. Why is it so poorly drawn? Everything's so squiggly and crooked. And what is this shape supposed to be?
Excuse me? I'll have you know that I went to great lengths to carefully draw this map by hand myself.
Jeez.
That shape is the symbol of the Knights of Favonius.
I see. Crude, but I can make do. Are you able to verify that this is all reliable information?
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The flag of the Lawrence clan will fly above the Knights of Favonius headquarters. The rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt, belong to the Lawrence clan.
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use haggling over the details. We will make good use of the intel you provided. Also, be certain not to divulge our identity. There would be diplomatic consequences, you know.
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. And my new friend here. No one else will know of it. Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Then, the city and all its people will once again be under the rightful and unwavering rule of the Lawrence clan. Perfect. Just as it once was, and just as it should be.
May I remind you once again that we mustn't act rashly. That is all, for now.
Very well.
Very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
No need to keep up appearances.
That's right! It's the Honorary Knight and their trusty companion Paimon! We're here to crush your evil schemes into dust! Dust!
I think they got the message, Paimon.
So this was all just a ploy to deceive me!
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in someone based purely on their manners?
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh? We'll see about that!
Just as I expected. I knew I should have never trusted these foolish aristocrats. No matter, we already have the intel we need. Get them!
They're running off in different directions. Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later.
Oh no, I jumped off.
The door is open. Let's go.
Which door? This door? Oh, Eula.
Is that you?
Don't touch me! Get out of my way! I'll leave on my own!
It seems we finally caught up with you. This place is crawling with Fatui. Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
It was all worth it.
Aha! I see now. So you're the one that taught them our etiquette. And I thought you despised such pleasantries. Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such traditions are never to be taught to outsiders.
Ah yes, rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to teach them.
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my plans. It's all for naught now.
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you are well aware that it was not the right thing to do. As a Knight of Favonius, I could not overlook your actions.
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle, and you are a member of the Lawrence clan. You should strive to restore your family's glory. You still have a chance. Defeat every Knight of Favonius here, and leave with me. Then I shall plead with the family to spare you, and give you a new beginning.
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius to attack the Knights of Favonius?
I shall say this one last time. You are not a Knight of Favonius. You are a descendant of the Lawrence clan. The blood of the Lawrence clan flows in your veins. You must comply with the will of the family.
Since when have I ever complied with the will of the family?
Why, you unruly maid!
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against the city of Mondstadt and threatened its safety. Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make trying to keep the plans under wraps?
You dare lecture me?
That's right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere, Uncle Schubert. I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of, and I've never understood our family's incessant pursuit of it. But I am capable of discerning right from wrong, and I deeply understand what freedom means to the people of Mondstadt. The Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Oh, the disgrace of it all! How could such a rebellious monster emerge from our own family?
Things are starting to get pretty hysterical here. Politeness and elegance seem to have gone out the window.
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take him away. The honorary knight and I have other matters to attend to. Given that you've already taken action, I assume you've come across some conclusive evidence?
The Fatui are in possession of a diagram of Mondstadt's defenses.
Paimon took a peek at their diagram. Your uncle had mapped out all of the Knight's patrol routes and marked out key information about Mondstadt.
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one at that. I never suspected he could stoop this low. So stubborn. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine. Let's discuss this later. Our first priority is recovering that diagram.
Oh! We get to play with Eula.
More speed.
Alright, let's go deeper into this.
Stabilize!
Can we just run past this? Maybe we did it.
Solidify!
Put our shield on just in case. Ah, yes. Woo!
Crush! Useless!
Order guide you. Take cover. Must counterattack.
Shut up!
Did she just say shut up?
Beg for mercy.
Is there a chest in here? Hey. Let's keep going. Alright.
Stabilize.
Y'all want some?
Crush!
Killjoy, we've only just begun.
Shudder!
Let's move forward. Looks like I went too far.
Come on. Vaporize you. What are you? Geo? Alright.
I will have order.
So quiet. That's no excuse for slacking.
Useless! Disappear! Worthless.
Here. Let me guess. This is it.
Gotcha. Oh, a little cryo elevator. All right, here we go.
Here it is! That's where they put the diagram!
Oh.
Just here, huh?
Oh.
I guess there's no other option but to fight.
Eye for an eye.
You dare provoke me! Fatui, come forth and dispose of them!
We just disposed of you.
Beg for mercy.
Woo.
More speed.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Solidify!
This is trouble.
Oh, there's a chest here, though. He teleported through that wall.
Order guide you.
So quiet.
Solidify!
Counterattack.
Crush.
And
Beg for mercy.
Eula just dishing it.
Of death.
This must be it. They may very well have already made a copy of it. But without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use in them attacking the city.
The Fatui wouldn't have relied only on your uncle.
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, as opposed to with the help of a puppet, they could have spared themselves the trouble. The Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Their opposition wouldn't just be Mondstadt alone.
Right. That's what I was thinking, too.
Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll know how to handle things from here.
By the way, why did you follow us here?
Oh yeah, you suddenly appeared at just the right moment.
Yeah, about that. Because you stole my targets by attacking the Fatui I'd been tracking earlier, I came to exact my vengeance. You tried to do my job for me, and I'm here to return the favor.
Guess we're even now, right?
Finally, after all this time, Paimon understands what you're saying. In reality, you sensed that something might happen to us during our investigation. You were worried about us and your uncle, so you brought a team to take a look.
My purpose was vengeance. Don't twist the story. You don't look too bright, but it turns out you have a knack for scheming. And mark my words, I'll remember that.
Hey, what do you mean Paimon doesn't look too bright?
You have seeded a deep enmity between us. Just you wait. Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
So, does that make us your arch enemies?
Bring it on!
I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this diagram back to the Knights of Favonius and take it from here.
Sure. Well, see you around.
That you will. And make sure not to steal my targets next time.
Quest completed. Nicely done. And a chest here for us. Wonder if there's another chest over here. Maybe. Maybe not. I guess we just leave. Alright, well that ends this episode. We've completed Eula's quest. No active quests currently, so we're going to end this episode here. A little bit of a longer one. And I think we're going to do some summons in our next episode. So look forward to that. Thank you as always, and until next time, catch you later.